In the vastness of space, beyond the reaches of the Milky Way, there was a race of beings known as the Zorans. Tall and sleek, with elongated limbs and advanced technology, they had traveled across the stars for centuries. They had conquered planet after planet, wiped out civilizations, and absorbed the resources of countless worlds. To them, humanity was just another species in a forgotten corner of the universe. A tiny, insignificant planet Earth was hardly something worth considering. The Zorans' leader, Commander Zilker, had heard stories about Earth, an insignificant blue world in a distant solar system. They had heard rumors of primitive beings called humans, and some had even dared to suggest that Earth's atmosphere was unique, even remarkable. Zilker had laughed when he first heard the stories. "I don't understand why we should waste our time with this backwater planet," Zilker had said. His cold voice echoed in the quiet council chamber. "Our scanners have already confirmed that there's nothing of value there." Yet there were those who insisted. They believed Earth might offer something interesting. And so, despite Zilker's disdain, they set course for the planet. As they entered Earth's atmosphere, the Zoran fleet was cloaked and silent. Their ships were invisible to anything on the planet's surface. They had done their homework and knew humans had only a limited understanding of the cosmos. It would be easy to observe and learn about the planet without revealing their presence. The first scan of Earth's atmosphere was routine. Zilker, along with his second-in-command, Varel, stood by the control panel, waiting for the results to come through. The screen flickered. The composition of their atmosphere. Varel began to speak, his voice thick with disbelief. "It's unexplainable." Zilker furrowed his brow. He leaned closer to the screen as the data continued to load. "Impossible," he muttered. "This can't be right. Their atmosphere contains more than just oxygen and nitrogen. There are traces of compounds we've never seen before." The Zoran fleet paused. This wasn't supposed to happen. The scans revealed anomalies, energy signatures, strange gases, and fluctuations in the electromagnetic field that defied all logic. The elements in Earth's atmosphere weren't just scientifically curious. They were biologically significant. They hinted at something far beyond what the Zorans had expected. "What does this mean?" Varel asked, now anxious. "What could this mean for us?" Zilker looked at the screen for a long moment. His mind raced. He knew of many advanced civilizations, but this was something entirely different. A world that shouldn't exist like this, filled with unpredictable variables that hinted at something special. "Prepare for another scan," Zilker ordered, his voice cold once again. "We need more data." As the scan continued, the atmosphere revealed its deeper secrets. The oxygen content was much higher than expected for a world of its size. It was a vital clue, but it was more than that. There were signatures that indicated an active, self-regulating system, a biological process that had sustained life for millions of years. The Zorans had never encountered anything like it. "The density of their atmosphere," Zilker muttered under his breath, "is so dense, it's like their atmosphere is alive." And then the final scan came through, and that was when everything changed. The energy signatures within the atmosphere shot up. It was a signal of great power. It wasn't just chemical, it was something else, something unquantifiable. The Zorans' instruments detected an unexpected force, a planetary strength they couldn't easily categorize. The power was too vast, too raw to be easily ignored. No, it can't be." Zilker felt his confidence shaking. Earth's atmosphere is sustaining life, but it's also far more complex than we imagined. It's adjusting itself, creating energy and harnessing power in ways we've never seen. This planet, it's a living entity. The implications hit Zilker hard. The Zorans prided themselves on their technological superiority, their ability to control every environment they encountered. But this was different. It felt as though the planet itself was aware of its inhabitants, guiding them, shaping their world to protect them. This atmosphere, could it be protecting them? Varel asked, trying to understand what they were seeing. Zilker nodded slowly, the weight of this new realization pressing down on him. Yes, it's actively protecting them, but more than that, it's strengthening them. Their ability to adapt to their environment is far beyond what we thought possible. The Zorans watched as another set of scans came in. They analyzed human life forms, their biological makeup, their resilience, their adaptability. Earth's organisms, despite their relative primitiveness, were thriving in an environment that was constantly changing, always adjusting, constantly evolving. Stilkor could feel his arrogance beginning to fade. "Commander," Veril said, his voice low, "our calculations show that the humans themselves are evolving rapidly. They've survived wars, natural disasters, even disease. Their biology is constantly adapting. If they harness this potential, they could outpace us." The commander froze, then let out a bitter laugh. "That's impossible. We are the superior race. We've conquered galaxies, civilizations bowed to us." But deep down, Zilkor knew, this tiny planet had something none of them could have predicted, something that made it powerful in ways they couldn't grasp. The Earth wasn't just surviving, it was thriving, evolving at an astonishing rate. Humans, even in their most primitive state, were beginning to push the boundaries of science and technology at an alarming speed. And that was when Zilkor realized what had been so laughable before. The Zorans were not the apex species. Earth and its inhabitants, the humans, were on the verge of something extraordinary. They had the will, the power, and now, the means to expand and evolve beyond even the Zorans' understanding. Earth was no longer a joke. "We need to rethink this," Zilkor said, his voice soft, his confidence shattered. "This planet is not as insignificant as we believed. We may have underestimated them." Veril turned to him, his eyes wide with awe. "So what now, Commander? Should we prepare for a confrontation?" Zilkor stood in silence for a long time, contemplating. The Zorans had invaded many worlds before, but Earth was different. It had a hidden strength, a resilience born from its atmosphere, and the humans who lived under its protection were unlike any species they had ever encountered. Finally, Zilkor spoke, his voice unwavering. "No, we'll watch, we'll learn, and when the time comes, when they're ready, we'll see if they're truly the future of the universe." The Zorans left Earth's atmosphere without a single shot fired, retreating into the darkness of space. Earth had proven itself to be more than just a vulnerable planet in the void. It was alive in ways that no one had expected, and the humans, they were the true force to reckon with. Humanity had always had one thing that no alien could ever calculate: the ability to adapt, survive, and rise when least expected. It was the ultimate strength of Earth, and the Zorans had just learned the hard way.